to the situation that is unfolding in Bangladesh. Now, Mamata Banerjee has gone on to say that the Prime Minister must intervene, and she's also spoken about wanting the UN peacekeeping force to be in Bangladesh. So that is Mamata Banerjee there talking that she really wants Prime Minister to intervene when it comes to the situation that's unfolding in Bangladesh in regard to the ISKCON leader's arrest that took place in Bangladesh. To get more on this, we have my colleagues Saurabh Gupta and Ghazali joining us. Saurabh, over to you first. Take us through what Mamata Banerjee has said. She's asking for the intervention of the Prime Minister in regard to that arrest of the Hindu priest that took place last week.
Well, this is largely about the situation in Bangladesh and the continuing attacks on the minority community, which is mainly the Hindu community in Bangladesh. Now, speaking on the floor of the Legislative Assembly in West Bengal, here in Kolkata, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee made some very important points. And amongst those points is, of course, she said that, the Prime Minister must intervene in this, and if there is protocol, the External Affairs Minister can do so. Obviously, referring to the situation in Bangladesh and the continuing attacks on minorities, including the targeting of ISKCON. Now, obviously, she also said that she's spoken to the ISKCON head here twice. But apart from that, the most important takeaway from that comment on the floor of the Assembly, because she said this is an external affairs matter. This is something that the state government can't do anything or they can't say anything. But she said that she wants the Prime Minister to take up this matter with the UN so that a UN peacekeeping force can be sent to Bangladesh, because right now what we are seeing in Bangladesh is lawlessness and continuing attacks on minorities, especially the Hindu community. She also said that we have people there, we have families there, we have loved ones there, we have properties there, and if it's if there's a question of security, we can bring them back, and if needed, we will share one roti. Obviously, making a point there, saying that if there is a need to bring people, we can do that. If there is this kind of continuing targeted attacks on the minority community in Bangladesh, the Hindu community in Bangladesh, and this she was specifically referring to Indians when she was talking about these attacks. Remember, yesterday we had reported about how one Indian gentleman was attacked, or how 63 ISKCON priests from Bangladesh were not allowed to come here. So all of this is happening in the context of Bangladesh, and this is a very, very important comment, because this has been made in the floor of the Legislative Assembly. The Chief Minister of West Bengal demanding the intervention of the Prime Minister, seeking a UN peacekeeping force in Bangladesh to stop what's going on. What's going on is lawlessness and targeted attacks on minorities, the Hindu community in Bangladesh. So it's a very, very important development that's taken place in the West Bengal Assembly, with Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee demanding UN peacekeeping forces in Bangladesh.
Right. So to get more on that, of course, we have Ghazali with us. Ghazali, just like Saurabh was pointing out, of course, it's Bengal's Chief Minister there calling for the United Nations peacekeeping force to be deployed in Bangladesh, while demanding that Prime Minister Modi's personal intervention in regard to the security and safety of religious minorities in Bangladesh.
Yeah, Divya, just a short background. But last time in July, when things were worsening in Bangladesh, when the student protest was building up, then even then Mamata Banerjee had said that perhaps we'll give shelter to those who are coming near the Indian border looking for shelter. And this statement was met with a severe criticism from MEA, saying that this entire issue, as per the Constitution, the list of subject matters allocated to the central government under the 7th schedule of the Constitution, and the conduct of foreign affairs and all matters which bring the union into relation with any foreign country are the sole prerogative of the union government. So clearly the MEA was upset with it, and they also later informed that perhaps the Bangladesh government, the Sheikh Hasina government, had also registered a diplomatic protest for the comments made by Mamata Banerjee. But now, when she is appealing the Indian government or the Prime Minister to intervene or to deploy the UN peacekeeping force there, I'm afraid that perhaps the Indian government has a very limited choice, because one, when the last time she made the comments, it was about some Indian citizens as well. But now what she's saying is about the minorities or Hindu minorities, basically, who are the citizens of Bangladesh, and Indian government has categorically categorically said that the safety of these minorities, the responsibility lies on the Bangladesh government, and there has been no such efforts from Indian government to ensure that these people can get into India or to be provided Indian citizenship or shelter back in Indian territory. Indian government has made it very clear that time and again they have registered their protest with their Bangladeshi counterparts about the safety of minority. Even on the floor of the House, the External Affairs Ministry had issued a statement saying that they have been in constant touch with the Bangladeshi government, asking them for their security. So whether the Prime Minister or the Indian government will intervene more strongly now after the West Bengal Chief Minister has said so, we'll have to see for that reaction next.
Right. Thank you so much, Ghazali.